Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Got a super special one for you today. Have you ever wondered which TMNT Grails were more desirable than others? Me too! So I took all of the desirable figures, Scratch the Cat, Euro Shredder, the Sumos, and I pitted them against each other in a head-to-head competition on Instagram. I did some polls for them, and we're going to find out just exactly how they did. But first, let's go ahead and see the matchups.
Round one.
All right, up first, Tyranno Shredder. 1997, half T-Rex, half Shredder, goes for about $800 just for the figure right now.
Tyranno Shredder's about to face total extinction.
All right, and his opponent, Winged Warrior Leonardo. This beauty came out in 1995, and with a good pair of wings, you can expect to pay anywhere from $400 to $500 just for the figure. All right, in matchup number 2, we've got White Jersey Dawn. This amazing piece came out in 1994, and he's catching a lot of steam lately. This figure goes for about $1,000 loose. And his opponent, a real heavyweight, pun intended. We've got Sumo Raphael, and this guy is skyrocketing in fame right now. And just for the figure, with his hair, probably $300 to $400. All right, and in matchup number 3, we've got the hardest undercover to find, Undercover Mike, and I know on card he's easily 3,000, probably loose with his coat anywhere from 1,000 to 1,200 probably. And he's going up against Giant Troll Leo. This guy is a very sought after figure. He came out in 1993, and just for the figure, $900 easy. All right, and in matchup number 4, we've got one of my personal favorites. This Euro Shredder came out in 1991, and with his accessories, he's probably about $2,000, so I'm going to estimate without it, probably $800 to $1,000. All right, and he's going up against the highly collectible Warrior Chrome Dome from 1991. He goes for about $400 to $500 loose. So for matchup number 5, we've got the super collectible Chef Boyardee Shredder. He was a mail away. Yeah, you can only get him if you had enough points and mailed away for it. He's worth about $400 to $600 loose. And he's going to be going up against Shogun Triceraton from 1994. This guy is super sought after, and on card, $2,000 loose, about $600. And in matchup number 6, we've got my personal favorite figure of all of them, Mutant Raphael. This one came out in 1994, and loose, he's about $300. All right, and he's going to be going up against one of the newest figures added to the Grail stable. We've got the Black Belt Storage Shell Raph, and go ahead and see if you can find one, and I'll go ahead and say good luck. For matchup number 7, we've got the OG Grail Scratch the Cat. This guy came out in 1993, and man, oh man, he has been topping the charts for the Grails for so long. Let's see if we can dethrone him. And Scratch is going to be going up against the 1994 Shogun Shote. This figure here with all of his armor, probably anywhere from $650 to $850 depending. And in matchup number 8, we've got one that is near and dear to my heart. We've got Hotspot from 1993. This guy, just like Scratch, sort of kind of been on the decline lately, but still expect to pay anywhere from $400 to $500 just for the figure. All right, and he's going to be going up against Gatekeeper Rocksteady from 1994, and this guy here has been skyrocketing in collectability lately. He's about a $400 figure.
All right, and before we get to the results, I know some of you are thinking, well, who's voting in these polls? I mean, are they legit collectors? Do they know anything about turtles? So I just wanted to go ahead and name off a few of the people that participated in this poll. We've got Ed's Retro Geek Out, Retro Toy Hunt, Back in Time Toys, TMNT Webster, Dimension X Toys, The Turtle Dude, The Retro Saint, Mutant Collectors, and the TMNT Collector, just to name a few. So yes, the majority of the people that were in this poll are big-time TMNT collectors and all kinds of collectors, to be honest. I mean, we had hundreds and hundreds of votes, so just so you guys know, those are some of the people that took part in this poll. All right, guys, those are the matchups for round 1. Let's go ahead and check the results. Right off the rip, Winged Warrior Leo and Tyranno Shredder was a split right down the middle, 50-50. So I guess I will be the tiebreaker, and I've always been more of a Winged Warrior fan, so I'm going to go with Winged Warrior Leo. Hopefully that doesn't break too many hearts out there for the Tyranno fans out early in round 1. All right, moving on to part 2, we've got Sumo Raph versus White Jersey, and White Jersey Dawn blew Sumo out of the water, 61% to 39%. I know White Jersey's pretty popular, but so is Sumo, so I'm surprised it wasn't a little bit closer. All right, moving on to part 3, we've got Undercover Mike versus Giant Troll. Now, as you know, the undercovers are very desirable, but so are the giant trolls, which, if you followed me in my videos in the past, they're featured, and even Ed's Retro Geek Out talks about them. But in this poll, Undercover Mike destroyed Giant Troll and beat him 84% to 16%. So there you go. I guess Undercover Mike is a little bit more popular. All right, and to part 4 of round 1, we've got Warrior Chrome Dome versus Euro Shredder. Okay, 2 of my all-time favorite figures. And in this poll, Euro Shredder pulls ahead and beats Warrior Chrome Dome 60 to 40%. So Euro Shredder moving on to round 2. All right, guys, part 5 of round 1, we've got Shogun Triceraton versus Chef Boyardee Shredder. Very, very popular figures. In this poll, it was pretty close. 54% went for Chef Boyardee, 46% went for Shogun Triceraton. So Chef Boyardee Shredder, crowd favorite, is moving on to round 2. Thank God. All right, guys, part 6, we've got Mutant Raph versus Black Belt Storage Raph. A little bit of an upset here, at least in my opinion. You know I love my Black Belt Raphs, but unfortunately, well, I don't know. I say that because actually Mutant Raph is actually one of my favorite figures as well, hence him being on this list. But Mutant Raph beats out Black Belt Raph 56 to 44%. Mutant Raph moving on to round 2. All right, guys, part 7 of round 1, we've got Shogun Shote and Scratch the Cat. We all know how popular these figures are, but Scratch has been getting a lot of hate lately. So not by me, of course, because I'm quite the Scratch fan. But in this poll, we've got Scratch coming out on top of Shogun Shote, 62% to 38%. So Scratch moving on. All right, our final part of round 1, we've got Hotspot versus Gatekeeper Rocksteady. We've got Gatekeeper Rocksteady coming out on top and beating Hotspot 54% to 46%. And I would say that's a little bit of an upset, but Gatekeeper Rocksteady is moving on to round 2. So let's go ahead and get to those matchups for round 2.
Round 2, fight!
All right, in round 2, our first matchup is Mutant Raphael versus Gatekeeper Rocksteady. That should be a pretty interesting matchup. In matchup number 2, we've got White Jersey Dawn, and he is going to be going up against Euro Shredder. Woo! Can't wait to see who wins that one. Matchup number 3, we've got the OG Scratch the Cat, and he's going to be going up against, we've got the Winged Warrior Leo. And for matchup number 4, we've got Undercover Mike, and he is going to be going up against Chef Boyardee Shredder.
All right, guys, on to the round 2 results. Let's start with Mutant Raphael versus Gatekeeper Rocksteady, and by a slim margin, Mutant Raphael beats Gatekeeper Rocksteady 51% to 49%. Wow, that was a close one. So Mutant Raphael will be moving on to round 3. All right, we are on to part 2. This matchup is unbelievable. We've got White Jersey Dawn, a Walmart exclusive, versus a Euro Shredder, which obviously can only get overseas. 2 highly collectible figures. But White Jersey Dawn took down Euro Shredder 66 to 34%. So I guess we got a lot more White Jersey fans than Euro Shredders. A little bit surprised by that. Granted, I have a White Jersey and not a Euro, but I tend to lean towards the Euro Shredder myself. But both are very cool figures. So White Jersey Dawn moving on to round 3. All right, and our next matchup here is Scratch the Cat versus Winged Warrior Leo. Scratch the Cat was able to take down the Winged Warrior 56 to 44%. So unsurprisingly, Scratch the Cat will be moving on to round 3. All right, this is the big one. We've got Undercover Mike versus Chef Boyardee Shredder, 2 just mega collectible figures. But Undercover Mike was able to shut down Chef Boyardee 65-35, so quite a large margin. I'm pretty surprised by that. I know a lot of people like those undercovers with the cloth coats and everything like that, but Chef Boyardee is a mail away, so man, that's a big margin. But down goes Chef Boyardee, and Undercover Mike is moving on to the next round.
Here it is, round 3. We're getting towards the end. We've got White Jersey Don going head to head with none other than Scratch the Cat. Whoa, that is going to be nuts. And in matchup number 2, we've got the underdog, Mutant Raphael, and he's going up against the big boy, Undercover Mike.
All right, guys, we're getting down to it. Round 3 results. We've got Scratch the Cat versus White Jersey Don. It was a nail biter. Scratch was up, Don was up, but White Jersey Don comes out on top, 53-47%. So, unbelievably, Scratch goes down, and yeah, I mean, he's got a lot of haters, like I said, and again, I don't really know why, but let's get to the other matchup. We've got Mutant Raphael versus Undercover Mike. I think you all know the results of this one. We've got Undercover Mike coming out on top, 68-32%. So it's going to be White Jersey Don versus Undercover Mike going into the final round, guys. I don't know who's going to win, but what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments, and let me know what you guys think of the poll. Is there anybody that I missed? Anybody that I should have added? Yeah, let me know down in the comments. But let's go ahead and get to that final round.
Here it is, the final round. We've got White Jersey Don. Well, you already know. I've already introduced these guys, but it's White Jersey Don versus Undercover Mike. Man, who is going to win?
Well, school's out, boys. We've got the results of the 2023 April Absurdity. Man, what a battle this has been. We've had some huge heavyweights get knocked out early, late, and we've got the 2 biggest heavyweights going at it in this one, White Jersey Don versus Undercover Mike. And with 52% of the votes, we've got Undercover Mike coming out on top over White Jersey Don. Man, it was close. It was a nail biter. What an unbelievable poll, and just this was so much fun. But like I said, Undercover Mike comes out on top. But I guess that's going to do it for this one, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys like this video, please like it and subscribe if you're new here. I'm thinking about doing some other ones, maybe some like a vehicle one where it's like vehicle versus vehicle, or the brick back figures versus the purple back figures. So I don't know, we'll see. Let me know down in the comments what you thought, and if I left anybody off, let me know. I'm sure there was some adventure ones on there I probably should have put, but anyway, guys, hope you guys liked the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.